Hi, I'm Dr. Pierre Guertin, neuroscientist. This week I'll talk about afterlife and consciousness. We do not have reasonable evidence that an immaterial part associated or not with consciousness exists. Therefore, scientifically, we cannot accept, but we cannot refute the idea that such an immaterial thing exists and survives death. Interestingly, it's been the subject of a popular movie released in 2003 called 21 Grams with Sean Penn. Based on findings from Dr. MacDougall in 1907, he found indeed 21 grams of body weight that disappeared soon after death in some of his patients. Since a comparable loss was not found in animals, it was attributed to some form of spiritual matter leaving the human body after death. His conclusion was criticized by scientists since he did not consider any other potential explanations, such as water loss due to transpiration, known to increase during some time after cardiac arrest. But beyond the movie and the anecdotal report, it's worth pointing out that more than 5 billion people believe in some form of afterlife. That is most of Christians, Jews, Muslims, Buddhists, Hinduists. That belief is actually as old as the humanity itself. Funeral rituals, considered as indirect evidence of beliefs in souls and afterlives, have been found in 300,000-year-old remains in the Shanidar cave in Iraq. Several thousand years later, ancient Egypt philosophers have continued to believe in souls and spirits, not just one, but several, such as Ka, Khet, Ib, Sa, and Ba, to name a few, lying in different organs such as the heart, the lungs for breath of life, etc. Aristotle, Plato, and others have also believed in an immortal soul as the source of life, movement, and thoughts. René Descartes, 400 years ago, so closer to us, was among the first to propose a control center partially immaterial, but partially material, that was localized in the brain in the pineal gland just behind the eyes. Now, most scientists agree about consciousness being a brain function, a brain function that depends on neurons, on networks such as the NCC and the DMN, and cellular activity at the synaptic level. Neuroscientists can monitor and quantify consciousness using electroencephalograms, transcranial magnetic stimulation, and algorhythms. The end result is called PCI index. It is low when we sleep, it is higher when we are awake, and it is rich in gamma waves in people practicing meditation. Gamma waves are known to be associated with high concentration, high cognitive function, and high interneuronal communication. All right, see you next week. We'll talk about sex reproductive functions in people practicing meditation. Take care.